Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 19, recorded in Kendi's box room.
Huh?
Episode 19, lads.
Is away.
It's away. Now, we may as well fill them in the crack.
Go on.
Today is Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday night.
Yeah.
The winter has begun.
Yeah.
Because it's dark outside.
Winter is coming.
And it's pissing rain. And I got wet coming in.
You did, yeah. Misery.
Misery.
Welcome back to the misery, lads.
That's
Irish,
it.
Yeah, but Irish people are happy in misery.
We won't see summer now for another 8 months.
I know. And I think this podcast might take a kind of a somber turn because of it. You know, we started this at the start of summer and everything was great.
We had to get a fan.
I know, yeah.
It was so warm, we
I
needed
know.
a fan.
But like, what are we going to do in the pits of depression, like in the middle of January with nothing going on?
We may be having a multiple beer slot.
Yeah, I think we probably
we'll do
will.
2 beer slots.
Yeah. It's called,
We'll up our craft beer intake.
You're very welcome to the Drown Your Sorrows podcast. Where two boys just get below you drunk.
Yeah.
Probably argue.
It's probably very reflective of most of Irish society around the winter months.
I think so. I think like that this podcast will probably show people what the world is like. It's marvellous in the summer. And then you'll see in the pits of January that we'll have no money.
Anyway, I was telling people a story.
Yeah.
It's Monday. The reason it's Monday is because yesterday we came in here into this here box room.
We did.
We did. And we had a go at a podcast. But what was wrong?
You were hungover to bits.
And I can't do podcasts when I'm hungover.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Mother of God, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Now, there was one, in fairness, there might have been one decent section out of it where I explained the events of the wedding I was at on Saturday.
Yeah.
That might be all right.
That will probably be somewhere
We're going to put that in
now.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, my experiences at the wedding as recorded on Sunday of this week. A bit toasty today.
Right. Were you at a wedding last night,
At the
Ray?
fucking wedding last night. Oh, holy God.
And
But I tell you, the wedding band were shite.
were they shit? That was your first time seeing the Ireland's top
Ireland's top premier number one wedding band.
Yeah.
Hot Fuss. The first bit of disgust I had was looking at your banner and looking for premier or looking for number one and none of them on it. And it was just top.
Yeah, just top.
Yeah, the top band.
No, but Ray, we're very humble. We'd never say we're Ireland's premier wedding band. We just say that we're Ireland's top wedding band.
It was very funny though. I enjoyed the little banner to the left of the stage. You know. And then as well you throw out little flyers.
Little flyers.
Little flyers out all over the
Yeah,
place.
but don't be giving away our secrets now, Ray, all the same.
Oh, sorry, yeah. But I enjoyed reading it now.
All I'm saying is, if there's someone down below and they're saying, "Jeez, that's a good band,"
Yeah.
I must show that to Mary to get married next year.
But there's also the downside of that.
What's that?
If there's someone down below saying, "Yes, they're shite," who would they?
That
And it's there on
happens.
the table. And when most people will go away from a wedding going, "Who's the band?" I don't know who they were, but they weren't great.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Ray.
At least everybody at the wedding that you're at knows exactly who they are.
Yeah. If you
I
want to
know.
know, yeah, that's
In
for
fairness,
sure.
now you were very good.
Well, we're a top premier.
You were very
premier
good.
wedding band.
I approached yesterday's wedding much differently than I have any other wedding.
Right.
I didn't drink till the meal.
You didn't drink
Not
until this.
a drop of alcohol past my lips until the meal.
Were you pacing yourself, Raybo?
No, I just said I never want to feel like the last wedding ever again.
Full to the brim.
The last wedding, I was full to the brim. I was spilling it out of me.
Yeah.
And I said, no, never again. So this time I said, I'm going to cut it down massively and try and make it like a normal night out.
Right.
Which was stay off the beer
Yeah.
till the meal.
Yeah.
And then tear into it.
Yeah.
And that was like 6:30. So that's all right, you say.
Like even 6:30 is relatively early if you're on a night out. Like
On a big night
like
out.
our wedding's mental.
Yeah, if you start drinking at 2 o'clock, you're 12
Yeah.
hours drinking.
Yeah. And filling yourself up with heavy food and mother, you'd be dying.
I didn't have the soup.
You didn't bypass the soup.
I bypassed the soup.
Is that because the
Which,
next soup?
by the way, no, it's just I knew myself that I was eating too much of these things.
Right.
And the worst thing is, it caused complete and utter chaos with the staff. They didn't know what to do. You know the way they'd be all running around with soups?
Yeah.
Throwing them out. Like, everybody needs a soup.
Yeah.
No one has a choice.
Yeah, you have to have a soup.
Yeah, so I'd say the first one, I said, I know I'm okay for the soup. And she'd kind of look at me confused, going, What? What do you mean you don't want the soup? I said, I don't want to take the soup.
They've never had that before.
No, so she'd walk away, but then someone else had spot me empty space.
Yeah.
And she'd come over and try and put the soup down.
Yeah.
And before it even hit the table, will you stop? I don't want
the soup. Yeah. You wouldn't take the soup.
No. But I was the bet defer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And another thing,
Go on.
the Radissoon here in Sligo. The wedding I was at before, they played fancy Spanish guitar music.
This is what I was greeted with when I came into the room yesterday.
Fancy Spanish guitar music throughout the meal.
Yeah.
So as we were sitting there, it was Spanish guitar music, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, which I don't think is very appropriate for a wedding. Do you know?
Yeah.
So it's the Spanish guitar version of Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
Right.
And that was that. And I couldn't let myself sit through another 4 sittings of that same 9-track CD because it just plays over and over again. So I asked them, is there any chance I could put on a playlist? And I know any of you out there that know me, they'd know that it's a fairly regular thing that I normally do, is to get involved like that. So I went out just before the bride and groom come in and I asked them, I said, is there any chance I could put on a playlist? And they said, yeah, work away.
And can I also say, how did you know the bride and groom? How well did you know them?
It was Emer's cousin.
Right, so you didn't know her.
Oh, I did. I'd know her.
You'd know her, like.
I'd know her, yeah.
So you picked the soundtrack to her meal at her wedding day.
This realisation hit me pretty hard as soon as I kind of plugged in the phone and went, oh shit.
You're picking her soundtrack.
Yeah. I'm basically going to be playing the songs for the 4 hours we'll be sitting.
Because you didn't like the Spanish guitar music.
That's right.
Are you like? Do you not realise
I can kind of see, but I have to say it made the meal a bit. I was very uneasy for the evening because every song that had come on, I'd be going, "Oh, please God, let this be the right song. Let this be the right song."
It's some risk.
It's a massive risk, and I was using a playlist that I'd put together 5-6 years ago. So it was 30-year-old Ray was playing.
Oh, unbelievable! Like, but anyone who knows you knows. Well, yeah, of course he did. Like,
yeah, of course he went and did that. Yeah,
yeah.
And then the worst thing was then this is the bit of a problem that happened. When I plugged the phone in first, she started off, and the Pavel, fierce man who works there in the Radisson, plugged it in and turned it up and everything. He said, "That's great now, that's the way." I said, "Thank you very much." So I went back to the table all proud of myself. And it was, what song was it? I think it was a bit of the Coronas, Heroes or Ghosts was the song that was playing. And I was sitting there going, this is great. It's not Spanish guitar music. Until Heroes and Ghosts played again.
Oh no.
So I kind of had to sit there with the sweat pumping out of me going, it's fine, nobody will notice that the song is played twice. And then I casually walked back over to where the phone was plugged in, which by the way was beside the top table.
Yeah, beside us.
I had to walk across the top table to get to it. So it was obvious that I was going to go back over.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out on iTunes how to turn off repeat.
It's hard.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, why don't Apple, sometimes when I turn my phone on, it might give me the option to turn off repeat. And other times it won't. I had the same problem at a wedding because, during the halftime meal, the band plays the tunes.
Yeah.
Through the, we're taking a break, lads. I'll try on a couple of lovely tunes, right?
Yeah.
They had to listen to I Want to Dance with Somebody
how many times?
For a half an hour.
Get away!
And I didn't know because I was out the back in the van, right?
Oh no!
And I came back in.
The same song.
And I realised that's the same song that I put on the first time. And I had to apologise to the crowd when I went back on. I'd say, well, you listen to that song for a full half an hour, so it's a 3-minute song. 10 times that song repeated for the crowd.
Anyway.
Go on anyway, keep
I
going.
had to look up on the videographer's phone. I had to ask for his phone off him because my phone was busy playing the same song all the time. So I had to look up how do you turn off repeat on iTunes.
And did you figure it out?
I did, thank God. But not before another song had played twice.
Oh no. I've seen that. Apple want to sort that out. Sometimes when I open my phone, it's right there in front of me. Or my iPad. And other times they just go, no. No, we'll leave it. But when they leave it? When I put a song on repeat, if I'm learning a song, I put it on repeat and I listen to it.
Yeah.
Like it was the first dance that night, I think, or something. And then I couldn't turn off the repeat. They give you the option to turn it on, alright, but they go, right, you pick that song now. Or you're listening to it. That's the one.
It's cash. I have to say I was sweating.
Yeah.
I was sweating because I thought to myself, I'm going to have to get up and down and skip on to the next song every time.
Yeah.
For the whole meal because I'm committed to this now. It's my playlist or no playlist.
Yeah, but Ray,
I couldn't have admitted defeat and gone back to the Spanish guitar.
But Ray, that's so you. For anyone who knows you, you have to be in control of every situation that you're in, or you get uncomfortable.
No, it's not that I wanted to be in control. I just didn't want to listen to Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
I mean, it goes deeper than that. It's like, when you go to a psychologist and you're saying, no, it's only because of this. And he says, no, it's not, Pi. There's something deep-seated in that. You need to be in control of a situation like that.
Not necessarily.
And you were saying, right, I'm at the wedding. I have a bit of control over this now. You were wandering around that hotel yesterday going, what else can I fucking do now? Like, right.
The funny thing was, after the meal, I changed the playlist then up to something more upbeat.
Did you?
I did. I put on the fancy dancing songs.
Would you not just sit down? But it got worse than that then again because you were obviously wandering around then and you had to then go, right, Kendy's up there doing his little bit. And the boys are doing their little bit and of course they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
So I left it at that then.
You left it at that?
Yeah.
Most weddings we do, there is other couples that will venture in to the room, right?
Hold on now. Before you even start on this, before you even get into the subject, I was standing at the bar and I looked around and I seen something I'd never seen before. I had heard that other couples come to see wedding bands at a wedding.
And they creep in the back door. And they stay out of people's way.
And they stand down in the back corner and stand out like sore thumbs.
To listen to a band to see,
I have
do I want
never
them?
in my life seen them at a wedding.
Go
and
ahead.
they have been most likely been there, but that's because I started drinking at 2.
Yeah.
And I'm too drunk to see them.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Last night, I was standing at the bar and I wasn't that drunk.
Yeah.
I was okay.
Yeah.
And I turned around and lo and behold, there they were.
There's loads
Big
of them.
gang of them. Like a little crash down the back of the bar.
But in typical Ray fashion, you said,
I had to go over to
I'll
them.
make them over and chat to these now.
So I went over and I said, are you couples in looking at the band? Cheers, do we stand out that much?
But but you couldn't leave it alone. You said, I bet I'll go and chat to these now and see what the crack is.
Just pang of guilt this morning.
Because of what?
Just fear after drinking about what I might have said to them.
Well, did you say Hot Fuss is the best?
Did you check for Gorilla Radio available? That's right.
Yeah, but... Oh, shit, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, they were booked. That's why we're here. I want about Blue Moose. Did you check about Blue Moose? Oh, they were gone as well. And Late Night Radio. Yeah, they were gone too. Right. Oh, I can see now why you're here and so anyway.
And there's probably 10 more bands as well that they had checked as well.
But then, the worst thing happened to Ian the night.
What?
The wedding I was at last night.
Oh, yeah.
The husband, is the drummer with the Curly Bobs. Another wedding band.
Yeah.
And they got up and did a few tunes.
Yeah.
And nothing worse could have happened for you because they were up there playing and the couples were down the back going, geez, who are these lads? They're not bad.
We literally did a showcase for these couples. We said, look, we're going to give you 2 bands and you can pick between them.
But I'd say that'd be awful annoying now that if you did a wedding and asked couples to come in and see you, and then the boys that were at the wedding get up and steal the gig on you.
Yeah, they could happen too.
I definitely think so. I know couple number 1 was Game, Set and Match, Hot Fuss. We're taking them. Couple number 2,
they were touch and go.
They were touch and go.
They might have got Curly Bobs.
The Curly Bobs.
Well, all I'm saying is, are the Curly Bobs actually Ireland's top premier wedding band?
I think they're the number 1 wedding band.
But they're number 1, are they? We're just Ireland's
they're
top.
You're top. They're number 1.
Okay, so we've got this far. So the Curly Bobs are Ireland's number 1 wedding band. We're Ireland's top wedding band.
Yeah.
So who is Ireland's premier wedding band?
Oh, that'd be the Bentley Boohls.
That's right.
They're the premier.
They're Ireland's premier wedding bands.
Yes, bands.
Plural. They have 20 of the best wedding bands on the go.
So it's not hard to be the best wedding band in the country if you have 20 goes at it.
One of us is very good. We can't. That's defamation. Nothing wrong with the.
How can you compete with 40 musicians? Like, in fairness,
No, there's one of them bands on the road tonight. There's definitely one of them the best. I'm telling you. I don't mean to be having to go. That's not what I'm saying at all. Like,
do you think they have to switch over the banner? It's like, now, Sean, you'll have to get the banner tonight now.
You take it tonight.
Yeah, you take it. We're the premier band tonight now. And there's 18 other not so premier ones.
I wonder is there any other ones? So we have the top, the number 1, the premier.
The best.
The best. Yeah.
Ireland's best wedding band.
We like to go with top party band as well, just to cover all the spectrum, not just the weddings. We do any party.
You do.
We do do's and functions and weddings and wakes. Yeah.
I know, you were very good last night.
Well, thanks a million, Ray.
There was another thing at the wedding.
Go on.
The photographers.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, holy God above. I'll tell you now, right? I want you to just, because people do listen to this. So people's imaginations are a big part of this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. You got to
So I'm going to set the scene here for you lads now. I want you to think of either movie, I'm talking Die Hard, 1, 2 or 3. I'd say more 1 when they're in Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah.
It's definitely number 1 because number 2 was cowled and they were all in jackets. I'm talking...
What the fuck does that mean?
They were all wearing jackets back in Die Hard 2.
Yeah, in the airport.
Yeah, in there because it was cold.
Oh, it was cold.
Yeah.
Well, it was winter in Nakatomi too. But
It was, but that's LA. It's still warm.
I know, yeah.
So anyway, Nakatomi Plaza and Die Hard 1.
Yeah.
And just imagine the German lads that come in and the look of them.
Yeah.
Just imagine, in your head now, imagine the look of the lads that come in.
Alan Rickman.
Not Hans Gruber now. He was in the suit.
Dolph Lundgren, Alan Rickman.
All these boys, and they'd be wearing kind of a beige pant and like a kind of a green jumper, an off green jumper, and they'd have like straps. Do you know the leather kind of things for the guns and everything?
Gun holsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just imagine that in your head. Now also, if you've never seen Die Hard 1, for those of you out there, Everyone has, but the few that haven't, they would definitely be familiar with Under Siege with Steven Seagal.
Right.
Now, Under Siege, a similar movie. Now, this is Under Siege 2 I'm talking about.
I think Steven
the one
Seagal,
on the train.
Yeah, is more appropriate.
Probably more appropriate. But the same bucks that were on the train trying to take over the train in Under Siege 2, you have to imagine these lads. And 2 of these boys were taking the photos last night for the wedding.
I thought one of them looked like a detective. Like, I love the fact that a photographer, right? I get they wear the leather holster straps, but when he's wearing that, He thinks he's a cop.
Yeah, but he had a bum bag as well. That took it all away. The little fanny pack.
Stop. No, but it looks cool as shit. But also, there's no gun in it. It's a cannon.
It's a camera. It's a Canon camera, yeah.
It's a Hitachi, like.
But they were tipping. This was the first time I was ever at a wedding where they were, I'd say they were on a per picture commission basis. The more pictures they took, the more money they get.
Yeah, for sure.
Because even during the speeches, they were flat out down at tables taking paparazzi type photos of people.
Man, it was super awkward. We were setting up the gear. They were taking pictures of my mic stand and everything. I shit you not, like. At one stage, I was singing a song. I turned around. Your man was over my shoulder. Did you see that?
No.
I said to him, "Well, how you caping?" In the middle of a song, he was here behind me. What the fuck? Crouching tiger hitting cameraman. Jeez. He just crept up like your man's like Mr. Miyagi going around the stage like he was doing stunt rolls and everything like.
One of the lads at our table, young Alan, fair play to him, he was getting great crack out of them, and he said at one point, and you know the way sometimes you say something, you think people are talking behind you, so you'll be covered.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the conversation stopped.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
And Alan just goes, "He's like a terrorist." And then we all turned and looked and go, "Yeah, shut up, will you?"
Yeah, that's funny. He saw them as terrorists. I thought that your man looked like a detective straight away. But he was like a karate master. I was going to call him sensei. Every time I turned around, he was in a different area, like. They were so cracked now, but they were definitely getting paid on a photo basis.
Oh, it have to be.
They took 500 photos of just us.
Yeah.
Because we do weddings all the time, right? I have to say, cameramen and videographers, they're there all day taking pictures from the second the bride is up out of the bed until that night. And they stay for 2 songs and they get their shots of the dance floor. And then they go, "That's enough for the montage.
Yeah.
I don't need to do 2 hours of the band."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They were there. I'd say they were there while Johnny was packing out the gear. They were taking pictures of the van, I'd say. The gear going into the van.
I actually met one of them in the toilet twice.
Right.
And him armed to the teeth with the cameras coming out of the cubicle. I'm going, I bet you he's taking photos of the cubicle.
He was getting the hand soap in and everything. Like.
No.
They were very, robust, like.
Robust men.
Yeah.
That's that. No, that was yesterday.
Fair play to them.
Enjoyed it. And you left Johnny behind. He had to sit down all the gear by himself.
Yeah, Johnny, our guitar player, is also our DJ. And
That was very fair sad. I said, "Where the boys gone?" "Oh, I load up the van on my own."
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
I ain't getting no extra pound for Johnny to hang around DJing by. I'm out the door. Forget about that. I'm not there making Johnny money. You can go and shag. That can't go out.
No, that can't go. So anyway, here we are now on a Monday night, and we're trying to make good on our promise that we'd have a podcast every week. Yet again, we're going to give it a go.
And I'm going to apologise in advance if this doesn't go out until like Wednesday.
Oh yeah, more like we've mixed up the editing delegations.
So here's the thing. You know, I said this in the last podcast that didn't get released, the one we did yesterday. Ray's a control freak, right?
Thanks.
He has to be in control of everything. So when it comes to the editing, he's the only one that does it. And I've often said to him, "Ray, don't worry, I'll do a bit of it." And you've often said, "I know how this should sound."
No, it's fear that I say something stupid in here
and I leave it in,
and you leave it in.
Yeah,
and I look like an idiot.
So
I
anyway,
won't sleep for days.
The moral of the story is we've decided to split the editing. Yeah. So if it sounds any different and you're going, "It sounded shite enough this week."
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Actually, if it goes downhill from here now,
you'll know.
It's you. It's completely your fault.
I know. But like I said, it's like having 2 different directors. The editing is everything, you know.
Yeah. Although that's the other downside.
We're shite crack.
That if it's actually
only for the editing, we're shit crack.
Yeah. If it goes really, really well, then I won't take it bad. I know I might take it bad.
Of course you take it bad.
Take it bad.
Check out the name tag, Ray. This is Kendy's house now.
Okay.
I'm going to take over the whole feckin' lot.
Nice one.
So do you feel a bit fresher today? Like?
Yes. Although not really.
No?
No. I got one distinct downside from drinking is you get the early onset Manflu.
Yeah.
Do you know that horrible feeling where you're feeling it in the back of it now, girls, ladies?
You won't rant about it.
You won't rant anything about this.
You'll never feel this misery.
You make fun of us.
Yeah.
You think it's not a real thing.
Yeah.
But it is a real thing.
It is a real thing, yeah.
It's cat.
Yeah.
It's very debilitating.
They wouldn't know anything about it, Ray.
And us men.
Yeah.
We run the world.
Yeah.
As Beyonce once said.
Who runs the world? Young fellas, who runs the world? All the boys.
Yeah. She had it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never explain. Don't even try and explain it to them, Ray. Because the Bjors won't get it, boy. They don't just want.
Well, this is for the boys. Yeah. Lads, you know, after a heavy night in the drink and the following night, you've got that feeling in the back of your throat.
The roof of your mouth, you get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you're going, oh shit.
Oh no, I'm getting something.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting something. Bit of phlegm.
Yeah.
Bit of phlegm present.
Oh.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're down to the shop and you're buying Lemsips and Sudafeds and you know none of it is any good, so you go to the pub and you have 3 hot whiskies.
Yeah. And
hot whiskies are the greatest con job.
Yeah, I don't think they do and neither.
They just get you drunk and of course you're going to feel better.
Yeah, that's what it is. I do go in and get the old Lemsips and then I get the paracetamol and I get the cold and flu tablets and I get the Benadryl, right? And I go, geez, I don't feel as bad. I actually slept okay. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I overdosed that paracetamol. All of those things have paracetamol in them.
Do you ever find the paracetamol makes you pure sweaty?
Yeah, well, I find that when I'm sick anyway, I do get pure sweaty, but it's really cold.
Oh yeah, no.
Why would you think paracetamol makes you sweaty?
I know it makes me sweaty.
But how do you know it's not just you being sick?
Because I take the 2 paracetamol and minutes later I'm sweaty.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. But like, I don't know how bad it is to me, but I often think, like, I feel so bad now, and I know you can't actually fight a flu. Like, you can just fight symptoms a little bit. So I just go, I'm just going to take a load of paracetamol and knock myself out.
That's dangerous.
Probably, but you don't have to be sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleep for, how long are you sleeping for, Kendi? About 52 hours, I think.
What age are you now?
26.
26. You're going on that famous age, aren't you? The age where fellas take a lot of paracetamol.
Oh no! Oh no!
The big Kurt Cobain's heading you.
No, 27.
Yeah.
And I'm a superstar as well.
Yeah.
Musician.
It could easily happen to you.
I'm 27 in 3 weeks.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, Kendi's birthday's coming up.
I'm gonna die! I don't want to.
I come in here some evening now to be littered in boxes of paracetamol.
No, it'll be the opposite. I gotta counteract that now. I'll be out running and.
There was something else as well. Do you know when you see magpies? Do you see any significance in magpies?
No, Nick does though. Nick does be saluting them.
She salutes them. Yeah, Emer does that too.
Yeah.
Apparently it's 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy.
Yeah, something like that.
That's an awful thing to tell someone and then live their whole life. Every time they see one, they're pure down.
Such shite.
Ah, crap. There's only one magpie.
But such shite though.
Do you walk under ladders?
I wouldn't have any problem walking under a ladder. I've never said this before, right?
Go on.
But when I was about 10, we were doing some work on the house and there was like a 40-foot ladder.
Right. Is that a double ladder, is it?
Yeah.
It's the double one.
Yeah. So I decided to climb it like to the top. Why are you laughing at?
No, sorry. No, I'm expecting a funny story here.
No.
It's not funny. It's tragic, isn't it?
No, it is tragic. No. Okay. So I climbed it and I fell off it like.
Right.
But I was only on the second step. It was grand. Come on. Yup. Chalk that one down. Kendi won. Yup.
You had me there.
Did I?
You did. I'm feeling bad about laughing a little bit.
I was on the second step. I had no baby in the house today.
Get away.
And I'm shite with babies.
A child?
A child.
That makes 2 of us. 2 of us are shite with babies.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
That's
so a
the
friend
old
of mine,
saying. It's like farts. You only love your own.
No, but so Gary, a friend of mine, and Katie came over with their brand new baby. And,
Where did they get it?
They got it out of her, I think.
Oh!
I think it might have came from her.
What class of a baby is it?
She'd be a nice little baby.
Should be a she.
No, it's a he.
Is it a he?
Yeah, it is a he. Kyron, yeah. But
what's the name?
Kyron.
That sounds like a Sangyong Jeep. The new Sangyong Chiron.
Yeah, they got it. They got it like on finance. So they're paid it off.
That does actually. I think that is a brand of Jeep.
Yeah, it's a brand of Sheeran now. Anyway, that's for sure.
The new Sheeran Chiron.
But anytime I pick up a baby, it either cries or it shits itself. But I held this one today, didn't do any of them. Right. So I think I might be taking a turn with the old baby. I might get a few myself.
In fairness now, the bit of holding we've done in our long careers at being around kids is nothing compared to apparently what it is like.
Yeah.
I was listening to a man named Kevin Hart today.
Oh yeah.
He's a lad from Murricha.
Yeah, I do know him.
And he does a bit of comedy.
He does.
Kevin Hart was on about how he had a little baby girl.
Oh, go away.
Yeah. And he said that the biggest introduction was the changing of the baby.
Yeah.
And that is something that I suppose I'm afraid of.
Now, I said this to Gary today. I said, that baby's savage. Great crack, lovely to look at. He's wearing a cool little outfit, looks hilarious. I said, when it comes to that baby shiting itself, that's what I'm out. Even if I'm your baby. When it comes to the baby shitting itself and having to clean up his shit while he's looking up at you going, I fucking on you.
Kevin's problem was that the little baby girl that he had, she obviously had made a bit of a mess.
Right.
And while he was trying to solve it, while he was trying to be a good father and clean up said mess, she apparently got some of the mess on her thumb. and that thumb immediately went to her lip.
Oh.
So then that little baby had poo on her lip.
Oh.
Now, as a father, how in the name of Jesus are you supposed to deal with that without running away and leaving the house?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's where the fear. That's why the fear is real.
Do you think you'll change now when you have kids?
No, but I think everyone probably does change when they have kids. But right now, me talking to you, I'm saying I ain't changing no nappy and having a baby shite and piss all over me.
That's right.
I ain't doing it, bitch. I'll pay someone to do it.
How would you feel about the fact your whole nights will change and that you will now become someone that gets up at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, but
in the morning.
I'm already someone who won't go to bed until 7 o'clock in the morning.
But that's going to be tough on you because that means you're going to get 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, I see it this way, right?
Go on.
Let me tell you. Poor old Nicola, if she gets intimidated by Kendi, right?
Gets intimidated?
In 7 days.
Oh, I was wondering, how does that make a baby? Poor old Nicola felt very intimidated. Boom, children.
So we have good strong stuff for us Kenties by.
Right.
You want to be careful.
So if Nicola gets inseminated.
Yeah, if I was to inseminate her, we'd say. Right? We went through the insemination process. You all know what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be the one, she'd be looking after it during the daytime.
Right.
And when the baby has to get up then at 2 and 6 and 5 and 4.
Oh, in the morning?
Yeah.
That'd be you.
To be fed.
Yeah.
Should I be up watching the baseball anyway? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mind no baby sitting down beside me when I'm watching a bit of television.
You'd be splitting it.
Maybe, throw a bottle in the mouth and that's the best way to split
But what
it.
happens though if the baby has an accident? What do you do then? Do you wake Nicola up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nicola, problem.
Yeah.
Problems of smell.
Look, yeah, I fed it, but it's after shiting. So I got a shitty situation here, Nick. I think maybe you need to sort
And
out.
I could just see you. Her would sleep up in bed and you texted her from downstairs. You wouldn't even have the good grace to go up the stairs and tell her.
No. I'd say, Nick, this yoke that it played puck over here. Came out to you, like. I don't know what you're trying to say.
You made it.
I'm going to be a great dad.
I think you will, yeah. And
What about you?
I wouldn't be massive now around kids at all.
Yeah, but you're closer to it than I am now.
I don't know how you mark that out.
Well,
how long are you going out with Nicola?
Sorry.
How long are you going out with Nicola?
Too long.
How long is that? Is it the best part of 14 years?
It's about 13 years.
13 years.
I'm not sure she'll kill me. I don't know.
13 years.
I'm 13 years.
13 years going out with Nicola.
Business. But you're
I'm 5 or 6.
Yeah, but
you're ahead of me.
No, I'm not.
So you should be having babies now.
No, you're older than I am.
That doesn't matter.
Your time is going to come and
go. That
go.
doesn't matter. You have to. What do you mean? My time is going to come and go.
Ray, look. I've been saying to you, you're on the way out.
There's no men clock, like.
Yeah,
so
but
still,
still,
like it'll be 60.
You don't want to be a 60-year-old old fella and then be 70 when your kid is going to school.
It'd be cheaper.
Yeah, but you can't though. You want to be getting on it now, if I'm honest.
I want to be getting on it.
You're
now.
35. Yeah, you want to be literally getting on it.
Should we just pause this and I just go home?
In this instant, Eber is it. Like, you want to be getting on it.
Don't know how she'd feel about that. We'll go now with the beers.
Yeah.
Today, for a Monday, I have a Sharps Doom Bar.
Oh,
What you think is something to do with the sea.
Right.
And this is an amber ale.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. What does Kendi have?
A Bay Ale from Galway Bay.
Oh, lovely.
And she's an Irish Red Ale.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
You're happy enough?
Oh, what company made that? It wasn't Sharps?
That's Galway Bay.
The Galway Brewing Company.
Yeah. So an English beer
and I'm drinking
and
the
an
Galway
Irish
one.
beer. And you're drinking the Irish one.
Man, we'd be delighted now with the Galway beer.
Hold on a second now. We'll cheers on this now. I've never had an amber ale before.
Sláinte.
Sláinte, yeah.
Yeah. Aye.
Do you remember the Den, or you wouldn't remember the Den?
I do remember the day. No, I'm not a 5-year-old.
Were you around for Podge and Raj?
Yeah.
Or for Podge when he arrived on the scene?
Why was Podge on his
Podge
own?
was, you weren't around and so first.
No.
This came in around the Ray Darcy time on the Den. And Podge was this new edition. Oh, Christ above, I had more nightmares about that fucking puppet. Oh, he used to drive me demented with the scariness, like.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, Podge wasn't this bit of crack lad that he is now. Podge was a scary puppet. Every evening, Ray Darcy and Zuppy and Dustin and the whole lot, they'd all leave the studio and then the credits would come up and then it'd come back in the studio and there'd be no one there in the studio, and next thing, out of the corner of the screen, Podge would just kind of come up and just look around and roll his lips.
When did Podge then become adult? Because they couldn't be saying the stuff that they say now.
No, I think they had to diversify then when they got out of the Den.
Right.
Like, they could only run the scary puppet for long enough, like.
And when did Raj come in then?
Not a clue. I think it was like a 2FM show where they come on the telly. Network 2 as it was called back in the day.
Don't we have some obsession with puppets in this country? We sent one of them to the Eurovision.
I still can't believe we sent us to the
We
Eurovision.
sent a puppet to the Eurovision.
Like, I
doesn't
wonder,
sing.
was there any, at some point, did the lads in RTE to stop laughing and go, shit. What do we have to do?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we have to do with here. I think we might have missed the ball at
They
this
really
one. Like.
didn't get the joke at all.
Isn't that weird?
And then we followed it up with the other $2.
Because we're
Twins.
the only one. Like, we love puppets in this country for some reason.
Yeah.
But not in every country. And also, the Irish humour is different. But we said, no, they'll get it.
Yeah.
They'll get it. Of course they will. And we sent a puppet over in a trolley, a turkey. And go, yeah, no, they'll get, don't worry, the rest of Europe will get it. Of course they will.
Great song.
None of them did. I don't remember. What was it called? 7 Shades of Shite? Or
Something like that, yeah.
40 Shades of Irish and 40... Was that
I
that
presume
one?
you do remember all the Johnny Logan ones, yeah? Even
No.
though you weren't around for
No,
them.
I know them though.
Yeah.
Like, but
What's your earliest Eurovision memory?
Oh, shiting me. I think...
Don't say Mickey Joe Hart, because I'll feel
Yeah.
off. What, really?
Like, that would have been the big one. Mickey
We
Joe
have
Hart.
the world tonight.
Yeah. We got the world tonight. Let's hold on to candy. Yep, yeah, but...
My real introduction to Eurovision was Linda's Martin.
Oh, Linda's Martin. Yup.
Why?
And she...
and a something about something else. And something. And it gets pure sad then.
Yeah, man, she had legs, man, that went on. They were longer than the M50.
Stop. And she hasn't changed a bit.
Well,
She looks the same.
She's no bitch.
Yeah.
That's what she is, man.
Johnny Logan was a bit of a legend as well. in fairness to him.
We were the rock and roll kids.
I think you're thinking of Charlie McGettigan.
that was Charlie's McGettigan.
Charlie's McGettigan
Yeah.
and the other lad.
What did Logan sing? Which one did he sing?
Logan was Hold Me Now, Don't Go. Up inside up inside in the cupboard with a McDonald's bag.
Yeah. She's
And he had another one as well.
He won it twice, did he?
He did. He got another one. Hold me now, and then there was a take something or other. Jeez, I can't think of that now.
Take me round the back.
No,
I think it was.
It's bad now. I can't remember the second.
And Dana. Do you remember Dana?
Town International.
Dana. Her
What?
name was Dana, young Irish from Wannes.
Oh, all kinds of everything reminds me of you.
Yeah. And then we sent the fucking McCalls over there.
Jesus, yeah. We sent them twice.
Did we send them twice?
I think we sent them twice.
Oh, Jesus, like.
Isn't that bad?
Who else did we send? We sent them off as shite, man. We should go for Rice On.
To let it in. We can't go this year
Why?
because it's in Israel.
Oh,
And there's
it's
a big
been
movement
boycotted.
on there to be boycotted.
Yeah, it's boycotting the whole
Yeah.
fucking lot, yeah.
Yeah. Now, hold on now. I'm going to get this other Johnny Logan. Oh, sure, here. What's another year?
What's another
Another
year?
Oh, the Fairs, Jane.
You see, we can write some songs, man, in this country, like.
That's very good.
But then we said, no, don't bother trying anymore. We said we'd send a puppet.
We'll send a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, or one of the McCalls.
I won the because.
Yeah. What's the other one then as well? There was something else now on the Eurovision now that I was just thinking there. Riverdance.
River Dance.
That was fantastic.
What year was that? 96, was it?
Probably.
I think it was around 96. It was a halftime show.
It was the halftime show.
Yeah.
And no one was expecting it.
And it blew
But do you
the
think,
world wide
do you
open.
think the lads when they were practicing for it,
Knew.
they knew?
I don't think they knew.
I think they did.
Do you think they did?
Oh, I do. When you have something class like that, you're going, this is class.
And you know, he danced it. Mihal.
Oh, bigara, bigosh.
Yeah.
Oh, top of the morning.
The
to you.
Irish fella.
Fine soft day it
He's
is.
very Irish, like. How was his name again? Michael Flatley.
Michael Flathart.
He
yeah.
danced it that night. I don't think he ever danced it again.
No, he never did.
He did his own one, the Lord of the Dance.
He did.
Because he fell out with the producers of the
Riverdance,
dance,
yeah.
of Riverdance.
Yeah.
And he did his own Lord of the Dance.
Yeah.
I didn't know that when I was growing up. I thought they were both the same thing.
What about Gene Kelly? Was it Gene Kelly?
Who?
What was the Bjor's name?
Oh, the one that was in it with him.
Yeah.
Oh, no one ever remembers her.
I remember her. She was
I do
savage.
remember her. I do, but
and
I
the
don't.
lovely green velvety
Yeah,
dress and,
gorgeous.
and a pure short and the tights. Oh, the tights.
Wasn't it gorgeous?
Wasn't it gorgeous? She was class.
She was class, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that Riverdance blew the world open, man.
It was a great
In
moment.
unreal.
Yeah.
We've done some serious shit in this country.
For a small spot.
For a small spot, yeah.
We did well, like.
Yeah. Everyone loves us.
Do you
No one
remember,
hates us, like.
Do you remember any of the World Cups?
I remember loads of the World Cups.
Go on.
So, like, my first... I don't remember 1990, and I'll tell you why. Because I was only a sparkle in my dad's Mickey at the time.
Yeah.
I was born in 91, so I don't remember...
You don't remember night? Well, that's fair enough.
I don't remember you were saying 94 either, because I would have been 2 years of
you're
age.
only still young, lad.
1998, I remement France.
Yeah.
I remember
That
France
was that
98.
no, that wasn't Thierry Henry. That was the Euros, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that wasn't Thierry Henry. Jeez, that's way more.
Yeah.
And then I remember 2002, which was the big one.
Can't forget
The
2002, in
Saipan.
fairness.
Yeah. And that was huge. I
Yeah.
remember watching those games in school. I remember watching Robbie Keane score against Germany in school.
Yeah.
Because it was over in Korea.
That's right.
And the game was on at about 8 in the morning.
That's right.
And we watched it in school, and I remember him scoring when the ball came over. And then after that...
Did you agree with Roy Keane at the time?
No.
No!
But you know why I didn't agree with Roy Keane at the time?
Why not?
Because I'm a Liverpool supporter. And
He was Man United.
you cannot have an unbiased opinion. It's too hard. I couldn't look at that situation with Mick McCarthy and Roy Keane and go, and especially I was 10 years of age, like,
Yeah.
I couldn't go, no, I'm going to think about this level-headed now, and I'm going to see both sides. I was going, Roy Keane's a shite, he let his country down.
That's right.
And if you ask any Manchester United supporter, they'll all say, no, he was dead right.
Yeah.
But
Shit
anyone
balls,
yeah,
shit pitch.
yeah. He'll go, he was dead right to walk away.
No jerseys.
But anyone who's not a United supporter will say, no, he wasn't. There's no one thinking about that argument logically. There's no one going, let's weigh it up, lads. Because you either love him or you hate him.
Well, I'm 50-50.
Yeah, because you don't care about football. That's the people we should talk to.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. I'm kind of fair play to him for calling him out.
He should have called it out.
He called him out, but he went around it the wrong way.
He didn't call it to him. He went to the press and
He
told
went to the
them.
press, yeah. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I think
if
that's
you have a
bad.
problem, go and sort it out, like.
Yeah.
Do you know? And then leave
would be my
gracefully.
opinion. Yeah.
But I think he was just raging.
Yeah. He divided the country.
He did. That nearly started a civil war.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Brother against brother.
Yeah.
Mother against father.
Yeah. Because Dad was a United supporter in our house.
Oh,
the rest
was
of us
your
were all
mum?
Liverpool supporters.
Go away. How
Yeah.
did that happen?
I don't know. Dad, like, Mum has the house littered with Liverpool paraphernalia, right? And she had a Liverpool doormat one time, you know?
Yeah.
The Liverpool crest on the doormat. And Dad said, this is great. I love wiping my shite feet all over this show. You know, there's a portrait of Stephen Gerrard in our kitchen.
Get away. Your house is so different to mine.
I know.
The only portraits in my house is portraits of Jesus Christ.
Maybe Pater B or something.
Yeah, or me when I was 7 and doing my communion or whatever
Yeah.
age I was.
No, we have pictures of Stephen Gerrard.
Do you remember your communion?
I do remember my communion.
What did you wear?
Oh, I still have it.
The clothes!
Mum
Or
still has my communion suit.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You can see it. Look, in our box room, you can't see it here. I wore a cream beige kind of suit.
Oh.
It was Gordon, very stylish.
Yeah.
I still fit into it.
Well, I wore the lovely, actually very very similar. I wore a beige short. I wore a beige short.
You wore shorts to your communion.
Mark, do you honestly think that I had any hand act or part in what I was to wear to my communion? I was told. I was put in clothes.
Yeah.
I was brought up to Moffat's. I think it's Moffat's in Crossmolina.
Right.
It was a drapery shop on the edge of town,
A
which now
drapery
looks
shop?
like, you know, a wreck of a building.
Yeah.
I'd say it's been demolished.
Derelict.
It's a derelict building now, but it used to be a drapery shop, and I was brought in there, and a fine beige short was put on my legs. And of course, the socks were pulled up to the knees. Is it any wonder I got the shite kicked out of me in school?
I mean, what year was it? 1950?
Oh, stop.
Jesus,
what else
right.
was I wearing? I think I wore a wee shirt
You
as
had
well.
the socks pulled up to your knees.
Yeah, I think I had a wee shirt as well or something like that. Yeah, it was a wee shirt and a little waistcoat. Oh, I looked cat. I looked so cat. And what's worse, and I don't know how it happened, but all 3 of my sisters had to wear the same outfit to their communion.
Shorts? What? Really?
Oh, the mother wasn't going buying anything new. Oh, the rest of the girls were all in dresses. My poor sisters in a pair of shorts.
Is that real? No way. I thought you were being serious. Have you a picture of you in that shit?
I have pictures, yeah.
Lovely. We got to
And
put
then-
them up.
yeah,
We got to put them up on Instagram.
And the confirmation was equally as stylish. I think it was a grey pant. It was the loudest brown shirt.
Were you
ever.
allowed to wear your own clothes in confirmation?
How do you mean? Allowed
We
to wear
had
your
to
own
wear a
clothes?
uniform.
Oh God, no! You could wear your own clothes.
Oh, we had to wear a
Oh,
uniform.
there was a fortune spent in our house.
Was there?
Oh jeez, yeah, take 'em out, good.
We're wearing the shorts again.
No, this time, like I said, I had a nice grey pant this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's cat too when you look back at pictures yourself.
Oh, stop.
And how shite you look back then.
Do you know what my mum does, right? It's really, because the poor old devil, she worries that people will think that we were cheap, like, you know what I mean? Right? So if there's old photos of us, we're always wearing a Liverpool jersey, right? All of us.
Right.
And we always got when the
top
Liverpool
one.
jersey came out,
Yeah.
we got it straight away. But when we were looking back at old photos, Mam's afraid that we'll think we were in cheap old clothes. And she just said to us, that was the jersey, no, that year, you know. That was... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were wearing the old school Liverpool jersey, and she was saying that was the 98 jersey, no. That photo was taken in 98.
Because I suppose
like-
now they look vintage.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and she's been going, I hope they don't think now we had them in old shitty old Liverpool
I wonder
jerseys.
at what point in her life did she realise that she was running the risk of you looking
I
cheap.
don't, yeah, she only realises it now.
Yeah,
She only
looking
realises
back
it now.
every photo she's ever taken.
And you know, she still buys us Liverpool jerseys on her birthdays. Like Joey's in his 30s now, and so is Ray, but she'll still go, and do you want the Liverpool jersey
How many
now?
have you got? How many have you got personally?
Oh, I'm telling you couldn't count the Liverpool jerseys that are in all of our houses, man. Have you anything else, Ray?
Tricky McGarrigle, anyways, having a big fundraiser this Saturday night.
Yeah. So there's a massive fundraiser going on for Tricky this Saturday night in Anderson's Scintillate
nightclub. It's the big nightclub in town now. It's the only banging disco in town now. Yeah. And they're getting a big PA system in.
Yeah.
Big banging speakers.
Yeah.
And they're getting a fantastic band.
La Galaxy.
Called La Galaxy. Which in France, that's French for the Galaxy.
Right. Yeah.
So they have the Galaxy playing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be class.
Yeah. And proceeds on the night are going towards trying to get McGarrigle's back open again.
McGarrigle's Bar, O'Connell Street.
Yeah.
And it's only 3 fivers.
3 fivers, that all?
It's only 3 fivers, Kendi.
Seriously?
Yeah, 3 fivers, and look what you get for that.
Unbelievable price.
Unbelievable value.
Yeah.
Do you know, you wouldn't get a loaf of bread with 3 fivers.
Yeah, and the Galaxy are a worldwide band.
The Galaxy are great.
Fantastic band.
So go along on Saturday night. I think doors are 10:30.
Yeah.
That's our plug there now for the Trickies.
Make sure you go in and support, boys.
Do, because we're missing a watering hole in town.
Yeah.
It's there's people on O'Connell Street that can actually get a good night's sleep of a Sunday.
And it's not right.
And it's not right. Those people shouldn't be sleeping.
No.
The town is off kilter.
Yeah. It's completely thrown the place.
It's throwing everybody. People are waking up on a Monday morning feeling rested.
Yeah. It's not right. It's not right. We can't let it go on.
That's funny actually. Because the place isn't open,
there
are people waking up kind of looking around going, this is what Mondays look like. Feeling healthy.
Loads.
And you don't want that happening for very long. Because people get used to that.
They get way too used to it.
And then there'll be no more Sunday nights.
The same people turn up to Trickies on a Sunday night nearly every week. You can guarantee you'll see 50 of the same faces or more.
Yeah.
And those people now are waking up fresh as a daisy.
And we don't want that.
And there's something wrong with that, right?
No, because they're thinking, what can I do with my life now?
Yeah.
And you don't want that either.
You can't give them any prosperity or any... No shagging way. They'll be going, Jesus, I might actually sort myself out now. And that's not right. Let's get Trickies open as quick as we can.
As fast as possible. We should go to the government about this.
Yeah, we should.
This should be a governmental issue.
Have you any idea there's going to be an uprising in Sligo? People are going to get interested in jobs and creating stuff.
Oh, no, stop. Let alone people signing on.
Yeah.
That's a complete drain, lad.
Yeah. So let's get Tricks open again, lads.
Yeah. Let's get the employment back to Connell Street.
Have you anything else, Ray?
I have a shout out.
You have a shout out?
I have a shout out.
Come on.
I'd like to wish a very happy 30th birthday. I shouldn't say 30th, should I? A very happy 21st birthday to my cousin's wife, Laura.
Good girl, Laura.
Richie's Laura.
She's
turning 21, wink wink, nudge nudge, this weekend. And I'll probably not be there because I'll be down at Tricky's McGarrigle's big night out with the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But happy birthday to her. I think she listens to the podcast.
Lovely.
Have we any other shout outs?
Should we shout out the thing again?
Yeah. There's a big play on above in the Hawkswell.
Yeah.
Jeez, God forbid anyone not from Sligo listen to this. I'm really sorry about this.
I know. The last two things, or the couple of things that we're talking about now, are definitely very Sligo-centric.
Sligo-centric. But this is the thing called The Apprentice.
It's a play called The Apprentice. And
it's a musical.
A play musical.
We're not sure which it is.
It's one or the other.
It's a musical.
So you might have missed it depending on what time this podcast goes out at. It's on Tuesday and Wednesday, the 3rd and 4th of October.
Yeah.
Sorry. The 2nd and 3rd of October.
That's right.
The Tuesday one you might have missed already if you weren't there.
Because this is probably only going out the Wednesday morning because we go very late this week.
Maybe, yeah. But if you're listening to it now during the day or whatever, or Wednesday evening, it's on. The Apprentice is on. It's supposed to be savage crack. And all the proceeds are going to
Sligo Cancer Support Centre.
Lovely. Well thought out,
Jeez,
Ray.
it was like a deer in the headlights there.
So big shout out to all them, Brendan Tierney and all the boys, Stephen Rush, anyone who's involved in that. Let you enjoy it. It's supposed to be savage crack. Me and Ray will probably be there Wednesday night. I think probably we might venture down. 8 o'clock at the door. Is it on? Kicks off at 8?
Kicks off at 8. I believe so, yeah.
Please check that.
Yeah.
I think
check it out. Go the Wednesday night.
Go the Wednesday night.
Because it'll be great. And then
we might be there.
We might be there.
Come up and say hello to us.
Kenny and Raybo will be attending.
Yes.
And then afterwards, you can always go down to Fiddler's Creek and see a little band called the White Crullers.
Yeah. Where's Fiddler's Creek?
Yeah, it's in town.
Yeah, is it on Rockwood Parade?
It is actually, yeah.
Oh.
Very nice spot.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't get half enough for the advertising
no,
we give
we
these
don't.
bastards.
Fergal Harrison, if you're listening, we want a few pound for this now.
£2, lads. That's the end of episode 19.
Yep.
It was a hard one.
It took 2 days worth of recording just to get this out of us.
I'm sweating here, lads. Yeah. I am absolutely sweating.
Yeah. We'll see you for episode 20, the milestone, next week.
We will.
Ray, fair play to me.
Oh, I suppose fair play to me too.
Good luck.
Good luck.